last video, we talked about I'm not saying, you know, get into demonology. What I am saying is you should know your enemy. You should know what you're dealing with. Find out in Hebrews that the devil had the power over death because of sin. So Jesus died on the cross, taking that power away from sin. The Bible calls the devil the prince of the power of the air. I'm not a political person, but I noticed something. This year, I noticed a lot of things happen. I followed the impeachment. I watched it, and I was blown away at how much they were trying to get rid of this guy. They did not want him in there, and they kept creating lies. And it just kind of blew me away because it really rallied behind him even more because it was bogus. I couldn't believe the lies. And people were believing these lies. The media was just feeding it. And people were believing it because they didn't know what was going on. All they had was hearsay. All they had was what the media was telling them. And the media would say, oh, he's doing this and stuff. And it's like, well, no. And some of the stuff was, well, the president's supposed to do that. But the way they had twisted it was just like, whoa, are you kidding me? So I was like, okay, so there's some bogus stuff going on here. And I really got into watching the impeachment trial. I mean, I watched it every day. And it was so, folks, they had nothing but lies. Hearsay. They had nothing to go on, and yet they tried to impeach him, and it just blew me away. I was astounded that they tried to push this through, and I couldn't believe it. And they would speak. When in front of the Senate, they spoke for hours upon hours upon hours about how bad this was, and this is so wrong, and he's not good for America, and it was all bogus. It was BS. And and then the lawyers got up for Trump, and they're like, this is retarded, basically, But anyway, it's about lies, and we're seeing. I watched a lot of videos of people wearing their Make America Great hats, and people just attacking it. And I've noticed that when you try and say something, people just go, not listening. They go, shut up. They don't want to hear what you have to say. There's no dialect. There's no debate. There's no, here's this idea and here's this idea. They don't even have a platform. They're standing on stuff that isn't true and screaming at the person that's trying to give them the facts. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. And I'm thinking, wow, we have developed a generation of spoiled brats. But the funny thing is, though, is they're deceived. They've got what they think is the truth, which is a complete lie, and they're standing on it. This is a lie, you know. They're standing on this lie that they really believe is the truth, and they're immovable. But they don't even care about the facts. There's no, you know, it's like they even will say, oh, well, I don't need to hear the facts. I know what my heart tells me. What does the Bible say about your heart? They're not interested in the facts. And when the president does say something, they twist it around. They twist it. Or they'll take half of what he said, and that's not what he said. It's like people that take scriptures. They'll take a little bit of scripture so it says what they want it to say. And then they'll add this, you know, their whole idea to it. You can't do that.
my best. All it did was make me cry. Wasn't looking for love, baby.